Hey,
Great morning, beautifuls.
Good
hello,
morning,
ladies.
good afternoon where I am.
Yeah, afternoon for me too.
Well, hello everyone. Hello. I am Lavonya Carrington. I am here with my two business partners and best friends, and we were having an amazing conversation just about where do we go from here, basically, right?
Mm.
What now? What's next? What is our next move? Women, women, brown women of color. We have been through a lot this decade already, right? This
Mhm.
year has kind of showed us some things, being locked down, just showed us things that we have to not take our energy for granted. We are so powerful. Being in networking as we all are, right? And as a matter of fact, whether you have a business right now or not, you are in networking and you are in sales. You sell
Mhm.
yourself every day. You sell yourself for relationships, for being in different communities, right? Getting certain positions. Everything is sales. Everything we do. There was an amazing mentor that I had a couple of years ago, and she used to always talk about sell something or die, right? And when she first said it, I was like, wait a minute, that's a little bit harsh, right? But if you really think about the dynamics of it, um, yeah, everything is sales. So if you're not
Mm.
selling something, then how are you actually surviving? If you're not even in the realization that you have to sell yourself every day, right? Um, and we as please, you know, some of the most powerful people on earth, we have to get it together. I want us to start to realize that we have to stick together. And just like I said, the whole power thing, right? Not everyone has the same superpowers, right?
Right.
Not all of us have the same superpower. So, what is your superpower? Do you know? Do you even know what your superpower is, right? That's another thing. People don't realize how powerful they actually are, right? And just looking at this world that we're in right now, this climate that we're in right now, um, I needed a couple of hugs this week. I don't know about you.
Mhm.
Did you need a hug? Like,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Kim, what were your thoughts on all of the things that were unfolding in the news and just kind of speechless.
Well,
I was speechless for a while. It took me for a while to even say anything about.
right. I mean, you kind of process differently. Um, there's a lot. Like the hypocrisy is so like heightened. And then you sort of go back and wonder what was so different for our ancestors that made them thrive under those extremely adverse climate that they were in.
Mhm.
Um, and I realized that it was their collaboration and their unity helped
Yes.
them strive. Like when you think about the Tulsa, Oklahoma community where there were so many millionaires back then and a pilot and the things that they had in their community that we don't even have in ours. And we
Right.
call ourselves being better off right now. But we have to
Conditioned.
realize that this
We're
system here,
conditioned to feel better off, right?
right, it's a mind thing. And I
But we're
mean,
not.
a
We don't
lot of
own
us are
nothing
living
in our
hand to
community.
mouth.
Yeah.
Uh, we, we we don't even have a community when you think
No.
about it. My community is probably 5 people that I can call and always rely on. But we as a people don't have a community. Like my grandmother, you go to the store, the local store owner is a man that looks like us. Um, people that look like us were in power, like mayors of our community, or we had leadership that looked like us and that really wanted the best for us. we don't have that. I don't remember having school teachers that right now. My grandchildren don't have the kind of school teachers that I had that said, you have potential, and I'm not going to allow you to sit in mediocrity and not live up to your
Right.
potential. You ever get those marks in school
Yeah.
where they said you're not living up to your ability or you can do
Yeah.
better?
Yeah.
Our kids
I
don't get that
remember.
anymore.
The
We
effort and
don't
the
get
conduct, right?
right.
Yeah.
And they're allowing these kids to coast through without
That's it.
challenging them. And we don't have the same, like a doctor that is of color like us. We don't have a local ice cream store that is owned by people like us. And back in the day, our grandparents, they put money together. If somebody wanted to open a business, the leadership or the men in the house would say, okay, let's put our money together and help this one start their business. And then the next month, another one. And we don't think that way. We just care about if our own household is okay.
That's it.
I
Amen.
was,
I love that. That's the truth. Go
yeah,
ahead.
I,
Yeah.
I was shocked kind of, and maybe I shouldn't say that, but my refrigerator went, as everybody saw on Facebook. I was looking for a refrigerator, but because of COVID, things are on back order. So my refrigerator is going to take until the middle of October to come. So I
Mm.
need one. I need a refrigerator. So I was looking for used one night. Asked my brother, could he go pick it up in his truck? And he was like, "What? You need a fridge? Like what? Whatever." He's like, "All right, I'm coming tomorrow." He lives about a 45-minute drive away. So he came with the refrigerator. Was probably in his garage or basement. He brought me the refrigerator and he plugged it up. But it surprised me because we don't do that for each other anymore.
Mm.
He brought it to me, and it made me feel like it touched me that he kind of was my hero because
He thought,
everybody needs a refrigerator. But he
Yeah.
brought me it without having to pay him. I didn't have to go buy a used one somewhere until my other one came. So I felt like, yeah, this is what community is supposed to do.
absolutely.
We're supposed to do that for each other, and we've gotten so far from it
Yeah.
that we've been tricked to believe that this system was made for us, and it's not.
How do we get there though? How did we get tricked into believing
Conditioning.
that when we know that it was never for our ancestors? So how the heck would it be for us? So my
I
question is, what
yeah.
have we done that is so threatening to them?
Exist. Like when you think about it, Black women are the most educated demographic in our community. And we're the hardest working. Like we will have a baby, we'll go back to work. We do whatever is necessary to put food on our table. And we
Wow.
support our men through all kinds of things. And they know that we're powerful. We are the genesis of
Yes,
civilization.
we are.
We are.
So
And
yeah, okay,
we're
I can see
powerful and
that.
they know that, but we don't know it ourselves, I think. And that's what's the demise of us is that we don't know how powerful we are.
That's where we fall short when you think about it.
Mm,
That's where we fall short because a lot of us aren't even teaching our own children our history because we send them off to be taught by them. And
absolutely.
we have no real history. What is it, a page or two about the the transition over into the US from
Well,
Africa?
now we're migrant workers. In some of these books, we're called migrant workers.
We are.
Yeah, not slaves, but migrant workers. We came
But
over here to work.
I don't want to harp on that, but with all
Right.
that's going on, a lot of people are feeling unsure, afraid, more so than ever before. And, it makes sense. We live in one of the most amazing countries in the world, which has been built by our ancestors. A lot of the inventions that, the rich people or the elite people of the day get credit for. But we have situations today that just isn't fair,
Right.
and it's so sad that it's kind of a unique time, but it's not. What's changed?
Right.
I just saw a post
Nothing.
where the young Emmett Till was killed on the same day, or
It's
Breonna
pretty,
Taylor was, you know, her whole acquitted. It all happened on the same day. You know, tens, oh gosh, decades ago, right?
right.
So our situation for us is not unique. This right here, what's happening is not unique, but we have to come together. We have to come together. And why we do this, ladies, why do we educate, elevate, and empower? Because we want people to have the same joy that we get to experience. And so we provide information, what we're learning from people who actually know what to do. Because as they say, as we know, if we are the president of our own household, the president in that White House, it really isn't going to matter.
But listen, the thing is, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting a different result, right?
Right.
So many of us have been doing the same thing. Oh, this doesn't work out. Let me go get a part-time job. Oh, I don't like this part-time job and this part-time job. Let me go get another full-time job. Oh, I need a degree. Let me go back to college and get another degree. Yeah. So then now I come out of college and try and find another job that's going to pay me more, not realizing that there were people in the same position or next to you in a cubicle that already had their PhDs. I think a lot of us have a lot of pride, and we don't ask. All you had to do was look over and say, Susan, what kind of degree do you have? Susan has a PhD. Susan's getting paid $15 just like you.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Right.
Or more.
Right.
Because see, that's why they also don't want you talking income.
Communication. Right. Don't talk about money. Don't talk about
want you to talk about it, because you find out Susan may not have a PhD. Susan may not have gone to college, but you better come in the door with something.
Thank you.
And then Susan's making 3 times the amount you making.
Because she knows the owner of the company, or there's a connection.
She don't even gotta know.
Or she is the owner, because you don't need a degree to be an owner of a business.
No, you don't.
All you need is cash flow, collateral, and
the idea.
The will to do it and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep until it works the way it should work and bring some money into your household so we can leave a legacy. Period.
Right.
That's really what it is. And I just implore anybody that comes onto this webinar and takes a look at what it is that we're talking about, whoever connects with you, reach out to that person, get more informed, get more information. If you want to know what exactly are we talking about? What are we talking about? Right? We're talking about togetherness. Each one, reach one, each one, teach one, each one, move one, each one, right?
We got to do it together.
Over and over and over. What are your talents? What are your talents?
Yeah.
And be humble. Sometimes we may be talented and bright, but you got to sort of give somebody else the limelight and let other people shine. You have to be willing to let somebody else shine, so collectively we all can rise.
We all can rise. Because and so this time has really brought out a lot of the creativity of people, and it's been so wonderful to watch, you know. So if you have something inside of you that you've been wanting to get out, but honestly, it started working at 14. Let's tell the truth. You might be 50 now, and you just may be plain out tired. But let's think about those 40 years that you have already invested, and you're still not close to retirement. You probably I did the retirement math for myself to live the next 60 years, because I will. I need $200,000 annually minimum to be able to sustain a life, because it's going to progress. Things are going to get higher.
Right.
Inflation's not going to stop because I got older.
And Lisa, aren't you so glad that we possess a vehicle that can get you that number?
Amen. And now,
aren't you so glad that you don't feel like you're digging out of a hole right now?
Amen. And I got to give it to you. So I want to say thank you for introducing me to this vehicle, because honestly, I would be working till I'm 80 and I still wouldn't be able to afford to retire and live on a 40% income. Absolutely not.
Yeah. And you know, and to digress on that, basically, you know, when I met you, you know, I looked at you like, oh my God, what a powerful woman. Just off of one little conversation, I said, I want to work with her so bad. I want to work with her in some type of capacity. I don't know what it is, but I feel like we need to work together. Remember
we were saying the same thing. It's
listen, I would call you and didn't know what to say, and you would just talk. We would get the phone. We just kept the connection, right?
I say the same.
So what
we need to go have wine. We need to have coffee.
Yeah.
We just need to get together.
Something. I don't know what it is, but there's something. My gosh. But you know, I was able to, you know, fall back and allow someone else to have that shine. Do you know?
Amen.
I needed your strength to keep going with what I was trying to do. In my mind, right? I created this team of powerful women in my mind before they actually started to show up.
Yes.
And we work with and sit with so many people. And I want to say this really quickly. I work in HR, human resources, have been in almost 20 years. And as a consultant now, I'm not in the office anymore, but over the last 6 months, I've helped over 2,500 different companies make that transition of layoffs, furloughs, terminations. And
wow,
here's the thing. Yes, COVID's still in effect, but it's also that time of year where layoffs happens. Holiday is coming.
Fiscal year.
It's coming. So if you're home and you're feeling secure about your JOB, because it, you know, hey, they got me set up at home, just know that you gotta have a plan B, C, D, and all the way up to K, sometimes E. Now is the time to really get yourself set up. If you want to do something at home of some creativity you already got going on, start preparing yourself, because when I tell you, I can't say I worked with your company, but I'm letting you know it's that time of the year again. It's the holiday season just before, and then the first of the year. We're already at quarter four. We're here. So please set yourself up for success, because devastation, financial devastation and ruin really took out more people than COVID-19. Okay?
Oh, absolutely.
So
yeah.
Wow.
Today, something impactful for me this week was one of the mentors that we follow said, your bank account will never exceed your personal development. So, yeah. So you really have to invest in yourself. And I mean, for years, I went through the motions of getting up, going to work, making money, getting up, going to work, making money, but I didn't invest in myself.
No.
So it's time for anyone out there who feels like they're not fulfilled to get a mentor, someone you admire, and have them teach you how to develop, how to grow into your own, because we have so many skills and talents that we don't tap into, and we need to, because you're not going to grow financially until you grow personally. And that's the truth.
Yeah.
It's absolutely the truth. And you know what, ladies? I am so glad that, you know, once again, I'm absolutely honored to be in business with you two women. And,
likewise,
I appreciate the push, the tug, the pull, the lift, everything that we do together. It's, you know, it is not in vain. We are working on something huge. You know, I'm going to help Lisa get to that $250,000 a year. That's all.
Yes.
Minimum. That's all.
Amen.
That's minimum. I know that's minimum.
Amen.
But yeah.
I'm almost there, because, you know, with working with our mentors, in 3 years, millionaire.
Yeah,
so
people
now
are doing
it's saving. You know, saving, as we know, it's not, as he said, it's not how much you earn, it's how much you save, how much are you keeping. So I my lifestyle don't require me to spend $1 million a year. So therefore I get to save a lot. So by the time I'm getting to my 70s, 80s, I got a nice little beautiful nest egg that will
Yes.
sustain me for the next 40 years. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So let's help as many people as we possibly can. We're just here again to help. We're not hurting. It's positive
Right.
vibes only on this side. And we
Amen.
just want to love on everybody. The world is lacking a whole lot of that. And all we can do is pray for those that just wasn't taught. And that's one thing that I'm going to say to everyone: who hurt you, honey? Who hurt you? Because if they
Right.
taught you to hate, that's hurt. They hurt you more than anything.
Right.
So we only got love on this side. That's all.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
I
gosh.
miss you both. And I can't wait till we can come together again and hug. Because I need more hugs. I'm so used to hugging. This week we'd have how many hugs, ladies? Like we'd be ending our convention and everything would just be
Right.
all that
Oh, I
love.
know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Missing it.
It's all good.
totally missing it.
It's all good.
Yeah,
Everything happens for a reason.
it does.
And, you know, we just have to keep pushing forward. You know, we try to do business as usual. But this is extraordinary business right now. You know, I'm
Yes.
looking at the stats, and there's so many millionaires and billionaires being created right now in
Yes.
this season. You know, a lot of people don't even realize that the Spanish flu pandemic, you know, Madam C.J. Walker, which is an, you know, amazing, powerful woman, she created
Mhm.
it during a pandemic, right? During a shutdown.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You know, so it's all about networking. It's all about who do you know? Who do you know that
Right.
wants just more out of life, right? Who do you know that knows that they're just bursting at the seams with creativity and they cannot get it done working for someone else? It's just tough.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
No, it's true. All
Well,
those
all
are facts.
I think we're about to wrap up because
Yeah.
I was going to do a breathing meditation, but for some reason I feel like it shouldn't be on the end of this conversation. I think I'm going to start another feed and do that and just kind of have it there so we can just go in and have access to it without having to fast forward. And do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
These are different times.
Yeah.
Different times we have to do things a little bit different, just switch things up a little bit. So join me again. I'm going to come back a little bit later on and
Okay.
just do a breathing technique for everyone and just to help us get through some of the stuff that's happening.
Perfect.
Yeah. Ground us. Yeah. Stay grounded. Just stay grounded and tuned with the universe.
Yep.
Because these are dire times and we really gotta stop letting people trick us into believing that we matter when we don't. And you have to matter for yourself and find the right community to embrace you.
Yeah.
Go in and
Very
celebrate
important.
it, you know?
Yep. Keep saying your
That's right.
affirmations. Please. I am the lender.
Yes.
I am the
Yeah.
lender, not the
I
borrower.
am the lender, not the
Yes.
borrower.
You know,
Amen.
go to
Amen.
the word. Go to the word. Go,
Amen.
whatever it is that you know believe in.
Mhm.
Find some passages in there that's just going to give you life, right? And
Yes.
let's strive and let's move and let's grow and let's do this. So
Let's
thank,
Yeah.
do this.
so thank you. If you listen to this entire webinar, go ahead and click hashtag replay.
Yes.
When you do so, we have a gift for you.
Yeah.
So,
Don't forget to rock, ladies.
Don't
Thank
forget
you.
to rock.
don't forget to rock. All right, ladies. This webinar is
All right. Love you.
See you next week. Love you all too.
okay.
Bye.